reason why you are struggling so much, you date this one, come out, you date that one, come out, because you don't want to hear. It's not that God is not speaking, it's that we're not listening. Because from the very beginning, when God created Adam and Eve, he said he will come in the cool of the evening to fellowship with them. Do you know, the other day I was reading the book of Leviticus, and he was telling them that when you go outside to use the toilet, he said, carry a stick, and when you finish, dig a hole and cover the excrement. He said, because God walks in the midst of you, lest he sees anything that is unclean. I say, what? Even that. So for a long time, we've had the impression that after the Garden of Eden, that God was not really coming to fellowship with people. But that's not true. Even when they were in the camp, they were outside, they just came out of Egypt. He said, don't let God see poo-poo. Meaning that God is passing. So God is still interested in speaking. He doesn't want you to suffer. That's the whole reason why Jesus came, that you will have life, that you will enjoy this life, that you will live that life till it is full and overflowing. But we want to struggle for nothing. So after God did that, even though, it didn't completely turn out well, because Eve got there, Adam himself, him to be looking at her, he don't waka again. So he was not gisting with her. Somebody now came and was gisting with her. Says, how fine girl, how are you? She said, I'm fine. Where's your husband? I don't know, he's somewhere. Come, did God really say you should not eat from this fruit? She now said, that's not really what he said though. She has started gisting. And this even happens today. A lot of men are not looking out for their wives. There are some people that should not be in relationships with your wife. There are some people you should not allow to come to your house. Because when they start that gist, they will turn her head. That's exactly what happened to Eve. Talk to your wives. Husbands. Are there men in the house? Are there married men in the house? Talk to your wives. Have conversations. If you don't know what to say, say, you don't mean it. Wow. Just be doing, I'm telling you, she's okay. And after a while, if you don't know what to say again, just let her put her head here and lie down. Don't be doing like as if you're, say, honey, are you listening to me? Of course. Be watching your match, nothing there happen. Because she doesn't even really need you to add to the conversation. She just needs somebody there. And the Bible says that Adam was even there. I believe, if you look, because Adam was not deceived. The Bible tells us in the New Testament that Adam was not deceived. It was the one that was deceived. So Adam was probably there. He looked over and saw her talk. He said, thank God. Make another person gist with her. Me, I don't even tire. I was doing another thing. That's why all of us are where we are today. Because he didn't want stress. And then when she came, she has entered problem. Instead of you to solve the problem, if I leave only her, how will she feel? That's what a lot of men do. A lot of men are complicit in the wrongs that their wives are doing. There are some women I see on social media, some things that they are doing. I'm asking, they're not girls bound for us. Because there are some things I can't even wear outside my room, talk less of outside my house. There's a way your husband will look at you. Real husband, though. Not the one they are selling these days, real one. There's a way he will look at you, you will know that, you will look at yourself and go back inside. There are things wives are doing also. There was a time when being a married woman was kind of just insinuated honor. That's why in your office, I don't know about you, okay, when I started working those days, somebody would say, I really talk to her like that. Don't you know she's a married woman? And those days, I used to think about that, she's a married woman. But then it occurred to me that those days, if you were married, people considered you responsible and honorable. But that's not the case today. And that's because men are missing. A lot of men are missing. I don't want to tell her, I don't know how she will take it. How will she take it? She will not die. The truth does not kill anybody. The truth sets free. And so, from that first point, it showed that marriage was so important. The person you marry can destroy you or can make you. Imagine if Adam had married someone that immediately, the serpent started talking to her. She just shouted. She immediately shouted, Adam! Come and see, oh. Come and see animal that is talking. We will be here today. She continued gist. They said, smell the apple. She smelled, not apple. Smell the fruit. She smelled the fruit. Taste the fruit. She tasted the fruit. You have already put it near your mouth. Ukuma eat it. She too, she ate. And then she took it to her husband. And said, honey, eat. He said, is that not the thing they said they eat? You talk too much. You eat too much. And it's not even true. Just swallow the thing in the Adam's apple. Let's take responsibility for each other. That's part of what marriage is supposed to do for you. You're supposed to be a better version of yourself when you get married.